What's up, YouTube? Hope you're doing well. As you can tell, the mic sounds a little bit different. I'm currently at my in-laws, got all this kind of new equipment that I'm using today just for the meantime until I get back home. The gameplay you're seeing right now was also played on this setup right here that you see on the pictures. Absolutely scuffed, but dude, your boy popped off. I mean, I guess I was playing against a little bit of bots, but we got a lot of news in today's video, including the obvious one, the gameplay trailer that just came out today. Also, today is the first day of NoApexAugust, if anyone actually plans to partake in that, and LuLu, a 1 year in review of Apex Legends. This is actually a very interesting topic, so make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new as always, and I think we did actually hit 100 subscribers on the last video, so I'm gonna have to fill up my bathtub with Glytch energy and have my wife drown me. And without further ado, let's jump right into the video. So first things first, I wanted to mention here, today is the official first day of hashtag NoApexAugust. A lot of people are going on strike, a lot of people are not playing the game. Unfortunately, I will not be partaking in that because this is my job. You know, at the end of the day, if it was just a hobby of mine, maybe so, but when you have a 6-month-old and a wife that rely on you to pay the bills, it's just not very practical. And plus, I have another reason as to why I'm not participating in NoApexAugust. However, it is a big movement. It is something that has gained a lot of traction. It does need to be talked about. This was actually their leader of the pack, I guess you would say. I'm pretty sure this guy's actually started this movement. It's at Update Apex over on Twitter. He reminded all of the followers last night that are participating in this, you know, hey, don't forget, tomorrow's August. Let's not play Apex. Hashtag NoApexAugust. There are countless fun and creative video games out there. Do yourself a favor and leave Apex for a month. Find something new and exciting to play. Voice crack, by the way. I'm going to leave it in there. Make fun of me all you want in the comments. Best roast will get the finalist position for the next 10,000 Apex coin giveaway. He also said, variety is the spice of life. People were tagging me in this. I, like I said, will not be participating in it. But it's not just for the sole fact of needing to pay the bills. It's also because there's actually something that I think a lot of people do not realize. And that is the fact that Respawn will still be making millions and millions and millions of dollars during hashtag NoApexAugust. And Garrett Leaks also made this retweet saying Redditors trying to find everyone to quit on a new season launch after all the issues they were mad about supposedly kind of got fixed. Now, there are a lot of issues that a lot of people are mad about with NoApexAugust, and I do want to talk about those because they have a really good reason as to why they want to go on strike. And one of those is the fact that the crazy amount of sweats that are in public matches and even in the ranked matches, the matchmaking is just so horrid this season. I mean, you have constant 3-stack Preds, constant 3-stack Masters in public matches that are having to go against solo queue bronze players, solo queue silver and gold players. I mean, it's really not fun for the casual players. They really are not having a good time when you're having to sweat this much in public matches. And then on the flip side, you got gold players and platinum players playing in pred lobbies, like not just people who have been pred in the past, not just people who are pretty good at the game, but legit pred lobbies. They're playing in the highest ranked lobbies in the game, and even the preds are sick of it because they're like, dude, we're just farming these lobbies. These are way too easy. It's not even fun anymore. And there's many other issues for NoApexAugust, and I think that they have a really good reason as to why they want something to be changed. I'm just saying NoApexAugust is not going to be that effective. The only way you could really ever have something truly effective, in my opinion, is literally for every person to get the memo to stop buying skins. But it's not going to happen. People are not going to stop buying skins. No matter the movement you make, enough people are not going to hear it. They're not going to know about it. It's just simply not going to be effective because they know that come next month, you're going to buy a tremendous amount of skins. And also, I think the protest should have been in July because that was actually the moment of all of these really bad issues that were going on all at once. The no regs, the bugs, the glitches, you know, the matchmaking as well. And then here we are in August, about to start a brand new season. You really should have started doing that in July when it was actually fresh and going on, instead of preparing people for a month for a protest when most of the issues did get fixed afterwards. But nonetheless, I hope Respawn has saw the outrage and has saw the community say, hey, we are sick of this and we will, you know, gather some communities together. We will go on strike if you do not fix the things like we want. And hopefully Respawn does a better job next season, because this season was absolutely horrific when it comes to the bugs, glitches, matchmaking, and much more. Now, speaking of this new season, let's talk about this gameplay trailer, dude, because I'm pretty excited. I'm not gonna lie. I actually thought the launch trailer was very underwhelming and I was not hyped for it all, but this gameplay trailer actually looked pretty sick. I'm interested to see how excited you guys are down in the comment section below. On a scale from 1 to 10, I'm interested to see where you guys are actually feeling with this new season so far. But we actually saw some of the legend abilities for Vantage, and this little jump up that she can do. I mean, I knew she could kind of like phase to this thing, but this is pretty cool. The way she could launch up in the air when she throws her echo and then she could just like pull to it. That's pretty sick. Honestly, I think Kings Canyon looks really, really cool. I'm glad to have Skull Town back in this, even though it has changed a little bit. But dude, this looks pretty cool. I'm actually excited for this new season. I love public matches on Kings Canyon. I think they bring the vibes. I really do. And I'm starting to wonder if season 14 is actually going to be one of those slept on seasons. You know, the ones that people hate on and the people are like, oh, it was a letdown. We didn't get what we want. It was bad. But in reality, people are like down the road, like, you know, hey, season 14 was actually pretty lit. I think season 8 was one of those seasons that was kind of slept on. But let's talk about this new level cap increase. It is a prestige system. So it looks, as you could tell on the bottom here of the trailer, the person was level 500 and then it resets them with the new emblem to level 1. I mean, I don't really know what they're going to call it, but nonetheless, it looks like a prestige system. After the gameplay trailer was over, I went over to the official website to see what they had updated it with, and man, do we got some good news and some great things to look at. Number one, Kings Canyon, the new colors look absolutely sick. We also got this new POI called Relic. This is I guess what they would consider Skull Town. Even with the description of Relic here, they said with Relic, we saw an opportunity to bring back gameplay that many players love from the original Kings Canyon, but with a POI more appropriately sized for the overall health of the map. We hope you'll make some great new memories playing on Relic. Also, they have modified POIs where they have Cage, Hillside, and Relay, which have a little bit of a change here. And I actually like these changes. I think they provide for a little bit more openness so people aren't camping up here in Cage like they used to. I think that stuff was a little overpowered last time. A couple of the POIs got some updates too, and for the most part, as it seems here, they're just mostly doing it for the sake of the health of the game. They weren't really like, hey, well, let's just make a change here for the sake of making a change. They actually wanted to make changes that were healthy for the game. So I think it's going to promote a little bit less, you know, like cheese meta, people camping up with ramparts and camping up with caustics and just caustic trapping buildings. Obviously, you could still do that. That thing is always going to be a part of the game. I just think you're going to see it in less common spots than normal. Also, they did modify some of the rotation so that it should be better. Overall, they made a really good update. They did also change the skybox and lighting. So, man, I really like the colors on this. Instead of like a darkish, pinkish, you know, like dark tone to it, it's more of a brightish greenish color, and I really like that. Personally, I feel like lighting goes a long way. People don't realize it, but I feel like it sets them in a good mood when they're playing the game. They also apparently made a refresh to the loot disparity, the loot quality, and the loot quantity, so it's actually going to be good to see Kings Canyon with hopefully some better loot. They also said down here they made some additional changes. I'm actually really glad to see some of these because some of these are small and minute, sure, but some of these are like fixing many bugs and bad end circles. I'm glad to see that. Apparently, they also made a new raised walkway to help players rotate between destroyed bridges and River Center. So I'm really glad that they are making the changes with the implication in mind of how can we make this game more balanced, maybe less third parties. Will Kings Canyon finally be the map of less third parties? Time will tell. Hopefully this map update is actually what we needed. Also, according to Apex Legends news, the new level cap increase will technically be 2,000 because you'll be able to loop through the levels 1 through 500 3 additional times. The total number of packs you can now earn through leveling up is 544, so you get a guaranteed heirloom. Let's go. Also, you guys remember those fake leaks that we covered a couple of days ago? Well, it looks like some of those were actually a little correct, or at least somewhat in the right direction. The Wingman will be switching to the sniper ammo in season 14, and the Spitfire will be switching over to light ammo. Hashtag not a joke in Apex Legends. That's kind of crazy to see, especially the Wingman and sniper ammo. Although I agree, I think that actually is a good change because many people have been saying that you know, it actually feels good to have the Wingman in the crafter and not be so accessible in the game. So let me know what you guys are thinking about that as well. Now, at the time they're recording this, the patch notes situation is kind of weird. So apparently there's like no official link, but Apex Legends News Alpha Intel was given some kind of a media press kit, and they're just showing all of the patch notes that will be coming out. So apparently there will be new laser sights added as an attachment in Apex Legends for season 14 for the SMGs, pistols, large hip fire reduction, and you can also customize a laser color just like the reticles. Also, another thing in the news is the fact that the gold knockdown has been removed and the Guardian Angel has been removed over on the gold backpack. So it's super unfortunate. And basically what happens now is the gold knockdown will have the Guardian Angel effect. So basically the gold bag res will now be a gold knockdown res, and then the gold backpack will have deep pockets added, and basically the deep pockets stack extra meds, 3 med kits, batteries, and 2 Phoenix kits, or /2 Phoenix kits. I'm assuming one or the other. Also, the supply drop weapons in season 14 are the Bocek bow and the Rampage LMG, being that the G7 Scout and the Volt SMG will now return to ground loot. That is going to be fun. I love the Volt SMG. So glad that it has come back. And also, the Volt SMG coming back to the game really simultaneously kind of buffs the energy mags and all of energy weapons, because like now people will rock a Havoc under the assumption that maybe they'll find a Volt later. So I'm really glad to see the Volt come back into the game. Also, the EVA 8 did receive a buff. The fire rate increase, bolts increase fire rate even more when adding stocks. Double tap on hop up returns as well. The Skull Piercer is now also back in season 14. compatible with the wingman, the longbow, and the 30-30 now. So I've actually not seen the skull piercer on the 30-30 unless it's been quite some time. I don't really remember it though. So these are some of the buffs and nerfs that we have and some of the patch notes that we have. Like I said, I've not actually seen an official leak of or a link or anything like that regarding the patch notes. I'm just seeing Apex Legends News Alpha Intel, which did get an early access media press kit showing some of these changes and posts. As more things come out and if the official patch notes do release eventually, I'll be sure to let you guys know. Now, we did want to do a little bit of a year in review. This was LuLu actually a year ago saying the state of Apex Legends and how bad it was at the time. A year in review. Here we go. This is where people are starting to talk about NoApexAugust. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like they really fixed much. Apex is actually unplayable, constant lag, crappy servers, makes me sad. Apex literally has potential to be the greatest battle royale out there. This was actually July the 12th, 2021. Full circle year later. Look at the situation we're in. It's been pretty bad. Hopefully this new season saves things though. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy, and subscribe to the channel if you're new as always. Hopefully the mic quality and all wasn't too bad, but until next time, take care of yourselves. I'll see you all later. It's Vibe or Die, only positivity, and later, Gators.